it is a parent's worst nightmare, having a child that doesn't listen and is just a spoiled brat, just like this moment from Sex and the City. Have a look.
Excuse me, we don't allow cell phones.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I'll call you back. I understand that my cell phone may be annoying to some, but what are you doing about that noise?
Okay.
There's nothing we can do about that. That's a child.
I understand that your child and I have to coexist in this city, but perhaps you could take him somewhere more appropriate for a happy meal, so I could have a happier one.
Seamus, that wasn't very nice.
Well, I've made my point, and he's made his.
Got to laugh. But this can be prevented if you teach your child good manners. It is not too late. I'm joined by the Courier Mail parenting blogger Felicity Moore. Good morning, Felicity. I'm sorry, that just makes me giggle, that. But do you think people who actually have brattish children know they're brats?
Oh, I think they do. I think in this day and age it's not quite as clear-cut as the clip we just saw, which is hilarious. But parents are aware when their children behave badly, and it's one of those things that can sneak up on parents, and it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, maybe they just sort of get immune to it because it's so the kid behaves like that all the time, and they just get immune to it, and they get, well, what am I going to do?
Well, luckily, help is at hand. The thing to understand when your children are developing bratty behaviour is that there are some causes and therefore there are some remedies. We can fix bratty behaviour. We know how to brat-proof our children now. There's a few simple steps that we can take that will help bring our children. What we need to do is teach our children values. We need to teach them respect, to respect each other, respect parents, respect their elders.
And we're looking at a graphic here that tells us 2 to 4 years of age, because it clearly is different at every age level. Model behaviour and repetition. Just expand on that a little.
Lovely. For a 2 to 4 year old child, you need to teach them by showing them exactly how to behave. You need to teach them respect the adults around them, respect their parents, their siblings and their friends, and they do this by watching you. So you need to say please and thank you and talk to your partner kindly. Repetition is key. Children in this age group can pick up new concepts only by repetition. They don't grab things first go because they're young. So repeat yourself over and over and over and over. It sounds sort of like the message of the day kind of thing.
Indeed. 5 to 10
but it's going
years,
to go for weeks.
if we move to that, focus on feelings. That's actually a very good point because they are developing emotionally, aren't they, at 5?
That's right. In this age group, 5 to 10 years, children are learning to identify more complex behaviours. So you need to teach them how their behaviour makes other people feel, how their behaviour makes them feel, how their behaviour makes their parents feel, you feel, and how they can make that a better situation by behaving respectfully, behaving better, using manners, valuing other people's input, respecting other people's rights, that sort of thing.
And as they get to 11, do you think if you haven't done it by the age of 11, it's all over, Rover?
No. No, not at all, Kerri-anne. There is always time to help modify your children's behaviour. It's important to brat-proof your children because at school kids are going to struggle if they are self-centred and demanding and very inward focused. You need to teach them when they're going into school age that selfish behaviour will make for lonely children. So think about their friends, show an interest in their friends' activities, and that will then be reflected in the friendships that are formed while they're at school. It'll help bully-proof our children as well, teaching them resilience, teaching them to be self-reliant. It's important.
I guess you've got to have the parents with those values to start with, but good luck, because it can, you know, there are different personalities and some kids are a little bit more of a challenge than others. But as always, Felicity, thanks for that input. We've got all the information on our website. Good morning, Felicity Moore. Okay, coming up, our exclusive interview with Russell Crowe.